So I started thinking a minute ago, what are my top 5 films? And I often think of this, and it's really really difficult. Maybe some people don't like as many films; it's easier for them. But if you see my DVD collection, it's it's quite large. So I started thinking, what are my top 5? And I've got a short list, and I'll try and explain why each of these 12 are on the short list, and I'll try and kind of figure out what are my favourites. First one, I always say my favourite film is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's just so cool. If you haven't seen it, I mean, I got a poster over there, as you've seen before. I mean, it's 3 hours long, but I could just watch it again and again and again because Clint Eastwood is just so cool in it. I'm not a huge Western fan, but it's just that one's a little bit special, I think. So that's why it's in there. Die Hard. People slag off Die Hard, but I just watch it again and again and again. I could quote pretty much every line. Yippee-ki-yay, mother bleep. I'd love a Die Hard poster, but they also something really crap on it, like 30 stories of adventure, because it's about a skyscraper. And really, I mean, could they not get a better tagline than that? By the way, my favourite tagline, which isn't on the list, even though it's a great film, is from Chicken Run, and it's escape or die trying. Isn't that hilarious? Now, what made me think of this, first of all, and I think it's definitely in my top 5 because it's on right now, and I've got to do this quickly because I'm missing bits, but Castaway. I am the world's biggest Tom Hanks fan, and Castaway I think is one of the best. He talks to a volleyball for the vast majority of the film, and he's still better than talking to people than a lot of actors are. I think acting real is probably in my sort of limited opinion is harder than acting crazy, and Tom Hanks I think is one of the best at that. So that's why I like him. That's why I like all his films. Another of his films that I love, which is on the list, is Forrest Gump. When life is like a box of chocolates. If you get the reference, then well done. What I find great about him particularly is you forget it's him playing the role. I'll go and watch it now. Actually, I'm gonna go watch it now. Screw it. That's number 1. Done. I am also a huge chick flick fan. Chick flick fan? Chick flick fan. I'm also a fan of chick flicks, and he's in 2 amazing ones with Meg Ryan called Sleeps in Seattle and You've Got Mail, and they're just, I hate to sound all girly, well I don't, no I love it, but they're heartfelt, they're real again, they're interesting. He just has charisma with Meg Ryan, which is why they're both in the same films, which I know some people get annoyed about, but I just, if they made a 3rd film with them too, I'd watch it. Then you got Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. What's the matter, Danny? You ever taken a shortcut before? They're making a 3rd film of those 2, and if I don't include that joke, then I will probably stand up and leave the cinema, to be quite honest. If you know, Life of Brian. Oh no, this is why I hate doing this, because it's so difficult. The reason I thought of that is because if you watch Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and you love them, you can just quote them forever, and that's the same with Life of Brian, and I think that's one of the best things about those kind of films. You can find someone, and you can say, he's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy, and people will carry on, and they'll quote other things, like the gravel bit, or they'll sing the song. I won't sing the song, but you could sing the song. You'd sing it back to me, we'd have a sing-song, it'd be beautiful. That is what's great about these films, because you can quote them. You've got a moustache. I know. Would anyone like a peanut? Nobody tells me nothing. He's not my boyfriend! Might be a bit warm. Cool us off. Thanks, babe. Oh, I cracked myself up. If you didn't get any of them, I'm very sorry. That was at least 30 seconds of your time that I've wasted. But if you did, subscribe, message. We need to talk, because they're in the top 5. They gotta be. And then I recently went to see the Avengers. Oh my god! I came out of there with my friend Stuart, and we couldn't speak for a good 10 minutes, I think, because we were having palpitations about how great this film was. I mean, I'm a comic book nerd, Sorry. Maybe that's why I liked it so much. But it was non-stop action. And it worked. And like when I got told about writing stories when I was younger, people always used to tell me, oh, you can't have just action, action, action. It doesn't work. It falls apart. But it didn't. And it's Toy Story. Oh, Disney. Oh, no. Oh, dear. This was a bad idea. I like films too much. Back to the Future. Back to the Future is in my top 5. I can't have Back to the Future, but I can't not have Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, but I can't not have Life of Brian. The Full Monty! So if you've learned something today, David likes films. I seem to have developed a double chin. Maybe it's because I shaved earlier. I'm not going to shave again. That was a bad idea. I don't want a double chin. Okay, so I think I've narrowed it down. It's got to be Back to the Future. It's got to be Shaun of the Dead. It's got to be Hot Fuzz. It's got to be Toy Story. And it's got to be Forrest Gump. There you go. I did it. Took me a while, but I did it.